Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today's video I'm going to go over a question that I got on one of my videos, and it's a gentleman I guess that he used to play on the server and said that after a couple of days he skilled out and couldn't really find what to do. So I guess he maybe quit playing or put it on hold and asked me if I could make a video on what to do after, the 2 days it takes to skill up or whatever it may be. So I don't know what player skills he used on his particular character. So I'm kind of flying blind on that. But what I will say is that as far as my characters go, I've got two different characters. One of them is a straight mage with inscription and spell weaving. And then, of course, this character is my ABC Archer Tamer. So there's a lot of things that I could do every time I log in, depending on what character I want to play. I haven't even fully built out the Mage Spellweaver Inscriptionist yet. But to kind of fill my time every day when I log in is one of the things that I really like doing is decorating my home. And you do that by running dungeons, getting rares, getting little, I like these things. These are my favorite is statues. Another thing that I like to do is treasure mapping. That's one of my favorite things to do is to go hunt the treasure maps. And I'm collecting up. I like to collect as many as I can and then go do them. That way I can do them all in a row and kind of see what I can get out of that. With the paragons, there's always something that you can hunt to get rare items, rare statues, and especially in the dungeons. But what I've really been looking to do lately, and kind of move my character forward, has been getting the actual special, pets and mounts. So this one is the Windrunner. I got it just the other day. I made a video on that. And what I'm looking to do now is get me either a Shadow Worm or get into the White Worm. So one thing after the other here, or one thing before the other. I usually head over here. This is a public rune area, and I go to where it says Shadow Worm. And I'll head right in here. And when you scroll over them, I believe that it's going to say rare or exotic or something like that. So what I've been doing is just kind of checking in, looking, kind of camping out in a way, killing them and seeing if I can get that thing to spawn. That is definitely something that I want is a big giant dragon. When I go in, I'm going to try to build it for AoE so I can do more damage and be more helpful on the champ spawns. Which is another thing that the champion spawns are awesome. So you go to the champion spawns. Everyone in the community is very open with when they do them. So they kind of, I mean, they want you to be there to help because obviously the faster it's done, the faster they can move on to another one. Or on top of that, get the bonuses for completing it in a certain amount of time. You get 1, 2, and 3 level bonuses. So I've had a lot of fun doing that, and they're pretty quick most of the time, but sometimes they can take 15-20 minutes. Just kind of depends on how long, how many players are there and which one it is. And when you gather the skulls for those, you're able to summon in the Harrower, which I did that for my first time just the other day, and it was a lot of fun. Died a few times, but that one, gives you the plus 25 actual or stat scrolls, which is phenomenal. I think I got a plus 5 on mine, so I didn't get the plus 25, but I just bought a boat here recently where I was going out and fishing and trying to get my fishing skill up. Got some pretty special fish on the list that I want to get that are only available out in deep water. And I mean, there's just a plethora of things that you can do as a tamer. I can't really speak for the melee side of things because I don't play a particular up close melee class. But every single time I go through a dungeon, typically if it's like Death Starred or something like that, I'm getting gear that I can almost promise you will be an upgrade for my mage or myself in some form of way. Or I can obviously go into New Haven and just, you know, make somebody's day by giving them something, you know, obviously that was better than what they were wearing. So I'd really have to have you comment again on this video, buddy. Just kind of let me know what you were what you were doing, what you were trying to accomplish. If you had by chance a guild, maybe some friends online that would play with you when you got on. I do know that I tend to have a lot more fun whenever I'm playing with other people rather than playing by myself. Um, Also, one of the things I'm working on right now, as I think you guys just saw, is I have never honor tamed anything, but since I do not have a bard character, I'm trying to get up my armor right here to where it is. I think the next one, I think it's called a soldier or something. But if I can do that, it says that I can use that honor to click on myself, and then everything around you kind of leaves you alone for a bit, which will allow me to honor tame things instead of having to have a peacemaking bard around. Sounds pretty good to me since I don't have one. So yeah, I mean, honestly, there's so many different dungeons on UOAlive. Particularly, there's a lot of different player-made things that you can go to. So we'll go to the community center. I mean, there's all kinds of different ruins you can go into here. You've got everything from tinkering, bow crafting. These are going to be all the crafting areas. And then over here, you've got different. This is points of interest for the Zen. Let's just go points of interest. You've got the. Wow, you've just got a tremendous amount of areas that you can go check out. So let's just go check out Desert Undead Hut. Never been here. Okay, well, that doesn't look like a very good place to build a house. So, I mean, there's just a tremendous amount of places that you can go, lots of stuff that you can do. I don't think that. I guess somebody was taming these. Can't be that good on me. But yeah, I mean, I just feel like you're going to get out of it what you want to get out of it. As far as, I mean, I feel like that's any game, though, really. If you want to have fun, you want to enjoy the game, then in that case, then you'll find a way to enjoy the game. Um, I don't really do a whole lot of alt characters, like altaholic kind of guy. I don't have that. I've got two characters right now. I'm sure that I will, in the near future, actually, probably be making a pure crafter. I've been leveling up my lumberjacking, and I'm about to start working on my mining on this character to kind of supply one of those. And that's just because I want to be able to make like really cool furniture and stuff for the house. I also want to be able to the repair bench for my own house to where I don't have to go somebody else's stuff to repair my. So, but as far as just things to do, I only think that if you got back on here and let's say you just hit me up, I'm in a great guild. We're in a role playing guild, and we're going to be doing a lot more activity soon. We're kind of setting up quests and things like that. But there's all of these books here are different dungeons. Every single one of them. I really don't know. I mean, if you did all this in 2 days, man, you're a champion. I couldn't go through. And every single one of these is going to have something very unique at the end of it. A lot of these have the champ spawns at the end of them. There's just a lot of stuff on a daily basis to log in. But what I think is honestly the best thing about Ultima Online is that you can log into Ultima Online and you don't have to do anything. There's no daily quests that are only good for today, and if you don't do them, then you've missed up something and you don't get your thing at the end of the week or whatever it may be. You don't. There's no pressure to do anything. I feel like a lot of games have a lot of pressure to do this at this time, or you don't get. And I've never been a huge that kind of thing. This over here is going to be the Holy Grail, so that's another quest. I think this one over here is a score. Aldoon entrance quest. I mean, there's just a ton of stuff that you can do. There's all kinds of quests, all kinds of mounts that you could tame. In fact, let me see if I can pull it up here. because this is what really gets me going. Is I love taming, and I love the different kinds of pets. I love customizing them for every scenario that I want to be in. I got my second Windrunner last on that last video, so I'm going to be able to customize that to me, which is awesome. Look at what I'm trying to. Second. Alrighty, we're going to pull this over here. All right. So what we're looking at here is going to be the different kinds of pets, and this is what, like I said, I'm going to be burying a large amount of time into, and that is exquisite, exotic, rare, and legendary. The one I was looking for in particular was rare, and it's going to be down here. I want either the rare worm or the rare white worm, and I would not turn away a greater dragon either if it. So that's what I'm really looking for. For some reason, this one, I don't know. I don't know. It's not my thing. I really usually really enjoy like the Chinese style dragons and stuff. For some reason, when it's sitting next to these two, I just. This also includes things such as the nightmares. I mean, getting a custom or getting a nightmare at all, in my opinion, is pretty awesome. You know, obviously, flame horse, but the nightmare with a special hue on it looks really really nice. And then of course anything legendary. I saw one. I think he called it a murder bear, and it did just that. It was incredibly powerful. It was hitting for. I mean, it was like half healthing dragons in one hit. So I'm assuming that it is just extremely savage. But I also know. But down here, you've also got the ones that you can put a tire onto. So let's say that barding deed, you put those onto this. At that point, you know, super super horse, I guess, whatever it is. So it just kind of depends on what you're looking to do. I do know that they have a couple of sections on like paladin skill changes, mage summoner and mystic skill changes. I personally have not looked through these only because I am a tamer. But I mean, there's information for days about what you can do, what you can work towards, the different things that you can, have on your agenda for your character and for your time spent if you wanted just if you just wanted to grind. If you're accustomed to that with other games and you just get on here and you just want to grind it out and be the best of the best of the best, then I mean I feel like there's a pretty good plan in place for you to do that, and it's not going to be done in 2 days. Now I can't claim to say how long it'll take you if you're just gung ho and want to go at it, but it won't be 2 days, and it'll give you plenty of time to enjoy the game. I've never done the consensual PvP, but let me see here. I was going to talk about one more thing. Housing is awesome, which by the way, I've played on several different servers where you can't even go out and put your own house down. You have to buy it from someone else at an exorbitant amount of money based off what the actual house costs to place. Here there's still plenty of room for homes, and with the new iDock system, which is in danger of collapse, there are places opening up all the time. So I'm not talking about 10 or 15 a day or anything like that, but you'll run across one or two every now and then. That means that boom, there's a place open that may be a place that was way more desirable than the other ones. So, and of course, crafting. And another thing I did recently was custom build my home, which was really fun, and I really enjoyed that. And of course, they have done several server events lately where Britain's being attacked or Trent's being attacked. You got to go in there, and of course, you get rewards for that. I unfortunately feel like every time that I log in, it's like the end of it. I haven't had the luck of doing that, but if you are wanting to build a custom house, this is the one that I just built, and it's my first one, so don't slaughter me in the comments, but I really like it. It's got a real spacious interior. You've got 3 floors, all that, and then you've got the port up to the 4th floor. I added this in. I think it looks really really nice. Of course, you free over there for my wife's room and stuff. And we also got a special celebration pack today for Martin Luther King Day, which I feel like is a really nice thing for, you know, a server to do, is to, you know, make sure that he sees that obviously it is a holiday and wanted to reward people for getting on. And let me go see what exactly it was a really nice gesture, actually. I got this board over here, and it says UOAlive celebrates open communication, Martin Luther King Jr. Day 2024. And then we've got this box, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Pretty sure that's a pretty good message there. And then, of course, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice. So I definitely think that, you know, there's definitely a very caring staff. I do get some comments that, oh man, I got banned for just logging into the game, and I honestly I don't know why they're saying it to me, because I didn't ban anybody, and I have no idea what you did to get banned or what you didn't do to get banned or whatever. I literally just want to share the videos of me really enjoying the, because I really do enjoy the game. And if it's the fact that you are trying to get back on the server or whatever it may be, I mean, I'm not sure that I could make it happen, but obviously I do know that there's not a ton of rules to follow, but they're pretty strict on the rules that they have in place, and I think that's because they do want that safe environment for you know, for players just to feel like they can play the game, have to worry. This house beside me, that is ridiculous. Look, it looks like it's got stairs built all the way up. He's got like a pirate thing going. Some dude hung himself up there, right next to the Christmas presents. But yeah, I don't feel like I'll ever run out of things to do. But then again, I make things for myself to do that I want. If you're wanting to log in and it like pop up something on your screen or give you a big arrow that points to the left or whatever you need to do, it's not going to do that for you. But if you come back to join UOAlive and you look me up, there's a global chat, or you can swing by my house or whatever it may be. I'll be more than glad to take you with me to go do things. And as you do things with me, you'll be like, oh my gosh, this dude is, he just nonstop does stuff. It's because that's what I do. I run around and look for cool mounts, look for cool pets, look for good gear. I've been using the, I think it's Takonu Isles, to smash out some gear area, and I'll show you guys where I do that. This is also where I get, well, it used to be where I got the best money. Now with this new Windrunner, I can actually do some more of the heavy hitter stuff. But yeah, every time I loot one of these, I always check everything. Just make sure there's nothing there. Like that guy's. But these little Odies or Obies over here. Yeah, Onis, sorry, Onis. These guys usually drop pretty good stuff. I wish these little bait kitsune foxes were better, because I would tame that all day long. You got a greater artifact already. Obviously, it's cargo only. I don't want it. 150% to durability, so there you go. That'd be a good one. Greater artifact. So 2 greater artifacts on 1 mob, you know? And I've already gotten 6,200 gold. So that's just a huge amount of gold you're going to be able to get over here, plus the items. I had a vendor, and then I took the vendor down when I went to the new place. So I don't know that I'll put a vendor back up. Maybe I can find someone that has a vendor that I can just kind of mooch off their vendor, and so I don't know how that's going to work. Or unless maybe the guild gets a vendor. But I was hoping to have a vendor where people could see it and like click on it versus having to go just through vendor search. That is one thing that I really wish vendor search had, and that is to vendor search based off name, so they could go, oh hey, I want to look at Shiloh's vendor, or I'm not Shiloh, sorry, Cypher's vendor. You see how fast these dudes spawn over here? It's crazy. Like they just come barreling. It's like they want to be reborn into their immediate. But yeah, I don't know. I hope I answered your question, buddy. If I haven't, I would love for you to log back in and just hit me up in the Discord. I will, spend some time with you, man, and see if there's something that maybe you were missing, maybe, or honestly, man, even if it comes down to the point that like, hey, man, it's just not for you. But before we do that, man, give it another shot. Get on here and let's all go run some dungeons. There's no point in saying that you didn't have anything to do. Whenever I know there's a lot to do, let's just find out whether or not it's something that you want to do. Kind of move from there. So hopefully when I get this video out, I'll go and try to tag you on it, and we'll kind of figure out what we're going to or when we can get together and go do some dungeon running, man. But as always, guys, it was great doing the video. If you haven't yet, please like, share, and subscribe. I have a huge goal for 2024. I'm looking to get up to 100 subscribers. That is a hefty goal for me. This since kind of just starting out on this, but I do think it's achievable, especially with you guys in the comments and you guys watching. I appreciate you all very much, and you guys have a great night.